That's good. All right. Let me write that down. Now, what I had asked her yesterday, Dasha, she stated that the opinions that my client was a taxpayer and had taxable income were irrefutable. Now, do you hold that same opinion?
Well, based on the evidence that I'm looking at in one of our programs and because of the 1099 miscellaneous, then yes, at this point it is.
Oh, it's irrefutable.
Yes.
There's no way that the Franchise Tax Board's opinions that my client's a taxpayer could possibly be wrong.
At this point, I'm going to say no, they cannot be wrong at this point.
Let me write that down. Wow, that's extraordinary confidence. Now, let me ask you, sir, are you an expert in the interpretation and application of the California Constitution and law?
Sir, I'm looking at the information that I have in front of me.
Okay.
And based on the information that I have and the wages, the 1099 that was reported, I have to base my assumption on that information.
Okay, it's an assumption.
You know, I'm not sure exactly where this conversation is going and what.
Well, I'll tell you directly, Chuck. What I want to do is you're making a statement that the Franchise Tax Board opinions cannot possibly be wrong. Now you're telling me it's an assumption. All I'm doing is I'm going to be asking you some questions to see if, in fact, there really is evidence. Now you're saying that. It's an assumption after I asked you if you were an expert in the interpretation and application of the California Constitution and laws. So then you tell me it's an assumption. But now, is your assumption irrefutable?
Sir, I'm not going to get into a legal debate about terminology that a person does use with you.
Well, I'm only going based on what you're telling me, and I need to understand. So before we can have a rational discussion, we need to understand the terms that we're using. You're saying assumption, and yet you're also saying that the opinion my client's a taxpayer is irrefutable. It can't possibly be wrong. Now you're telling me it's an assumption. So we went from an irrefutable opinion that can't possibly be wrong. Now you're saying it's an assumption. Well, which one is it?